Oh, yeah. See, we plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl explained it to me.
Now, say my name.
Looks like you got some kind of alternate universe in there or something.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. That's never happened to me before.
I've been waiting for you.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Two of you need help.
Yep, we certainly do need some help. Kevin is in a mask right now, and I'm not sure why. Are you venomizing us or are you baning us, Kevin?
It was the Halloween episode.
It's a Halloween episode. Do I need to put my Jason Voorhees mask on or a Michael Myers mask on?
Either way, you'd have to be quiet.
Shit. Well, I ain't doing that then. Happy 3-year anniversary, everybody. Welcome to Deadwire Live. We've been doing our podcast, and our channel has now obtained 3 years of existence. And just throwing another, it's also my birthday. So
Happy
not giving up on
birthday.
the live streams on a birthday. So we are still doing that. So
If
it's fun times.
If you want him to sit on a cake, he will. But you have to put in the super chat.
Well, if you want me to drink, super chats are needed for that, or memberships.
Ah,
It'll be $25 increments. That's how that's gonna work.
I drink for free.
You smoke for free, Kevin.
That's true.
Or should we call you Kevin?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Excellent.
Well, thank you for joining us this time around, Chad. Like always, you tend to join us whenever you can. How are things going with you, buddy? Everything going all right?
Calm.
Good.
It's calm. That's the best I can say is it's calm.
Right on. Thank you for joining us, Kevin. Or Kevin. How are you doing, amigo?
The fire rises.
Fire rises.
I can't.
I can't. We're not even 3 minutes in.
Kevin wins the night.
The question is how long will he stay in that mask?
As long as I can.
I give it one really big belch and then he hotboxes himself.
Yep, there you go. I'm going to go with Chad on that poll.
I can't get my pin in my mouth with this. I should have put it in a hole.
Just get a pen and go.
This is how Spider-Man does it.
Spider-Man doesn't look nearly as good as you, Kevin.
No.
Especially out of Spider-Man 2, the video game.
Oh, we don't want to talk about Insomniac. Those fuckers decided to piss off all their fans. They're not putting out any DLC.
Well, Kevin, what do you think about not getting your own HBO Max TV show?
That's yet to be seen. I believe my explosions will do the talking.
Yeah, they usually do. Unless you get to an orgy. So, Kevin, kick us off with some headlines, buddy.
Oh, my God.
We're going to have to start off with the shitty news. First up, a killer whale decides to try to give millions of people, if not maybe dozens, hepatitis. He pooped in the water.
It's a shitty headline, Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin.
Well, that's the wrong button. Son of a bitch.
That's the wrong button.
I can't see.
That's what she said.
That's not the bean.
Why don't you run this through your computer, teddy bear?
We have coverage of it.
Live coverage. Woo! Let's go.
It pooped. And then it came back around and said, hey, fuck you.
Oh God.
Kids, that's why you don't pee and poo in the pool.
Yeah, that's the kind of time when having front row seats are the shittiest ones in the house.
And then a big
shit
brown
row.
truck came. One more time for the kids in the back.
To the top of the back row. Let's go. The
Oh, my
nosebleeds were
God.
totally bleeding that night.
I hope nobody had any open cuts.
Ugh.
Why kill one trainer when you can kill dozens of cut children?
Probably not sponsored by Kaiser Permanente.
Slowly with hepatitis. Moving along. Whoops. Oh, shit. What the hell did I do?
You might want to take the mask off, Kev.
Yeah, when you wear a mask, shit happens.
What the fuck? I can't see. So
I
anyway,
can't see you.
on to shittier news.
Dysentery.
Dysentery, the movie, coming soon from Apple TV, is going to be putting out the Oregon Trail.
Oh, dear God.
It could be cool. It could, like, somebody has to die of dysentery, and it's got to be funny.
And somebody's got to get the smallpox.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, he died of dysentery. You bastards.
Ha ha.
Wow.
And this I wanted to save early or put on early for Steve Fodor if he was going to join us, but he's not because he's a big baby and he's got to get up early in the morning. Chicken. So, bitch. This is like the popcorn bucket. I don't know if it's going to look as cool as it does in this picture here, but it's got an AR code on it. So when you put your camera on it, it's going to look like two dudes duking it out and fighting it to the end inside your popcorn bucket.
Nice.
Now, are you sure they're fighting?
No.
Because your question of how do you fuck it, it could be it fucks itself.
That's
or
true.
You got to open the double wide gates.
Now, my thought is this is a dual use popcorn bucket. It's not for just one person. Like, two peeps got to get inside of it like this. Like,
oh my God.
You put it around and it's almost like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You could use
Is that what we're
that.
calling it now?
But you're going to need two hands for that, Kevin. It don't work like that.
There's a strap go around your butt.
And is there a hole in the middle of the ground where you can actually poke through?
I don't know. But once win or lose, I just want to scream, are you not entertained? Because that kind of hurt.
Only if there's a lion involved.
A lion. Ooh. There's going to be hot popcorn grease.
That might work.
You know.
Got to lube it up somehow. We're feisty tonight, everybody.
And I was not drinking. So sadder.
What?
Yet
Get
shitty
the fuck
news.
on a drink, bro.
Dude, I thought I had a bottle of champagne that like disappeared. I don't randomly drink champagne, so it's like I would have remembered it anyway. Yeah. I don't need this. You don't need it now. Anyway, so Liam Neeson has announced that he is he plans to retire from action films probably late next year. He says basically he's 72 years old and you can't keep fooling the audience. Like at some point it's going to be his stunt double doing all the action scenes. And he doesn't want the audience to see that. Like he wants to give the audience the movie that he wants to make, and he doesn't want to make a movie where he's not doing his own stunts.
Or even his own acting.
Yeah. So does that suck? Yes. But do I support his decision? Hell yeah, dude. He's earned that. He's fucking earned that retirement. Taken alone was worth his earned.
I think he'll go part-time ultimately. He's just not going to do the full course and not be a main star. He's just going to be happy doing, like, musicals, Broadway, stage plays, secondary characters. He'll be all right.
Seth MacFarlane movies.
That true?
Yeah. Which I also saw an article that I almost added. He was talking about how much he loves. Oh God, what's her name? Pam Anderson. And
really?
like the headline was trying to make it out like his dating days are done, but he's in love with Pam Anderson. And
he must be rewatching Baywatch.
Yeah, like because I wanted to be like, dude, same. Like all of us, same. But it was just talking about how much he loves working with her and how he thinks everyone's gonna love seeing her in The Naked Gun. And it's like we'll see if anyone.
Naked Gun movie? I didn't catch that.
She's his Priscilla, I think.
Aha.
Yep. So I don't know. I hope they don't have her being as ditzy dumb as Anna Nicole was in part 3. But
I probably cast a no name that does well, not really a no name, but somebody like Brandy Ledford, she'd be all right for that role.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm still kind of like, how funny is this going to be? Because anytime someone tries to take up the reins from a classic comedy franchise, it just hasn't worked out well yet. I
think Liam will do all right, but there's always going to be a little drawback of, will he really be all right doing it?
It's not him I'm worried about. It's the movie as a whole. Like I love the Naked Gun movies, but I love Seth MacFarlane too. Like Seth MacFarlane hasn't put out a movie that I haven't liked yet. Like even A Million Ways to Die in the West, I genuinely.
I was about to ask you about that one actually.
I really enjoyed that one. Like Liam Neeson was a very giving actor in that, and like selfishly making fun of himself. He puts a daisy in his ass, like, and it shows it. It's fucking funny.
Have you seen the Ted movies then?
Yeah.
What do you think of those two?
I don't recall the second one nearly as much as the first.
Okay.
But I remember dying laughing watching them. Like they're just completely fucking naughty.
Well, yeah.
Are they naughty for the sake of being naughty? Sure, in a way, but the stories made sense. You cared about Ted. Okay, now that I'm thinking about part 2, I'm thinking of them trying to steal Tom Brady's jizz.
Oh God.
Jizz physics.
That's right. So that Ted could have a son, and they were trying to steal Tom Brady's semen.
Oh my God. I have not seen either of those two. That's why I asked you about that. Because if Rob McFarlane's like working on the Naked Gun movie with Liam Neeson, I'm like, how good is that going to be?
Oh, the Ted movies are so profane. But they're funny as hell. Like they're genuinely, sincerely funny.
Okay, because mostly from what I've heard, like the first one's pretty good, the second one's just not.
I didn't dislike the second one.
Okay.
I didn't like. No, I want to say Amanda Seyfried's in it. But even her character wasn't that bad. Like I don't remember her being bad.
Okay.
They tried making her be as dirty as them in a way.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know if that worked, but I don't remember not liking it. The first one is top notch. Cannot recommend it enough.
Okay. I'll eventually check that one out then. But as far as like Liam Neeson goes and retiring, dude, you've earned it. You put in your time. You've done some good movies. You've done some bad movies. It's all right.
Darkman, you do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Damn straight. A-Team?
Fuck you. I liked A-Team.
The TV show? Yeah, baby.
It's cheesy as fuck, but what are you gonna do?
That's true. Cast Rampage Jack. Oh, that's right. They did.
Wait, Rampage? Wait, you gonna shit on Rampage now too?
No, Rampage Jackson was cast as B.A. Baracus in the A-Team movie, you nit.
Oh, sorry. I was like, fuck, man, you're gonna shit on everything fun tonight, aren't you?
Well, I very well may.
Bring me Deborah's desk.
Happy anniversary, bitch.
So anyway, more shitty news, I guess. Episode 10, if that's what you wanted to call it, is still on a stall. Daisy Ridley's next Star Wars movie is on a stall. They lost their head writer from Peaky Blinders. Golly, are they really trying to string this along, like they did with that movie that we're going to talk about later on in this segment?
Well, Stephen Knight is like working on Peaky Blinders, the movie, and like he's done already a script. They sent it back for rewrites, and he's like, you know what? I don't have time for this, so fuck off.
Oh, golly, what was he expecting? It's Star Wars and Disney Star Wars.
From what I understand, he did it largely as a favor and a little bit of a paycheck just to help with the Peaky Blinders movie, but he's out at this point, and they have no script. What else can you say? Nobody's asking for a Daisy Ridley-led 10 through 12. We're just not. What are you doing? Palpatine won. She's a Palpatine.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Kathleen Kennedy's going, Alien 3 did this in a cave! Who needs
Yeah,
a
and then we
script?
saw how the rest of the sequels turned out after that, so fuck off.
No one needs a script.
We don't need no stinking script. We just need bullet points.
Get the AI. No one knows we're using it yet.
Hey, we got the Acolyte done. We can do another Star Wars movie like this.
I hope not. The Acolyte was not good.
Fucking terrible. Man, Stenberg, Jesus Christ. I got to diss track everybody on this, yo.
A diss track. Shit. Oh, but you know what is coming back in Star Wars? The teak. Oh yeah, bitches.
Fuck
what?
Me.
The
God.
teak from the Battle from Endor.
I had forgotten this fucking thing even existed.
I don't even remember this shit.
You're lucky.
Nightmare fuel.
And I know I've seen Battle for Endor, so I can't say I've not. But oh my god, I don't remember that.
I wish I didn't.
Empire Magazine. Wow, how the mighty have fallen. Maybe they've been fallen for a long time, though.
I don't know. This was scary to me, but the puppetry was cool. I don't know if we're actually going to see it as a puppet in Skeleton Crew.
Okay.
It looks like a cross between Chuck E. Cheese and one of the rodents of unusual size from The Princess Bride.
You know, it's Carrie Elvis's 62nd birthday today, I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool deal.
Random note. Oh, so Tim Burton says he doesn't like going on the internet. It depresses him.
Like most people.
Girl, same. Have you seen some of the shit on YouTube that gets more clicks than our show? Fuck.
Skibbity toilet, yo.
It is depressing. Let's start with Ryan's World. But anyway, no, he doesn't like to go online and see reviews of things and just go down deep, dark rabbit holes. It's very, very depressing. Sorry, Tim.
And we're watching Sleepy Hollow in this house. The movie.
Oh, apparently he was looking up reviews for Dumbo.
Oh, that might do it.
Wonderland.
Both of them.
Yeah. Planet of the Apes.
Willy
Oh,
Wonka.
God.
I'm sorry, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I like that movie.
I didn't.
Alice in Wonderland.
It's got Danny Elfman singing, so I'm kind of like, I like it.
I'm sure
Sorry.
you do.
I don't like the original. It's so overplayed and I can't stand it. It's got that song with his fucking mom that just puts the fucking movie to a complete stall right in the middle where you can't wait for it to be over.
Oh God, Chad, why did I bring this guy on the show?
I don't know, man.
You're fired.
Fuck you. Speaking of more depression, Helen
oh my
Mirren
God, it continues.
is depressed and sad.
And depressed. And
Yeah.
sad.
Sad.
And
That-
sad.
And
and
depressed.
Glum, even.
And depressed.
Got a cloud over her head.
Melancholy.
It's a bit
Yeah.
more than I could bear.
I do declare.
I got me the vapors.
Oh, flashes. Oh my God, Kevin. Flames on the side of my face.
Kurt Cobain passed away before he could live through the experience of having a GPS device.
Kurt Cocaine, indeed.
She was truly saddened by the fact that he hasn't had the experience that she's had, seeing the little blue dot that's her on the phone move around.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, he's just been inside his heart-shaped box.
Come on, Kevin, you got one?
Are there any other things that have happened since Kurt Cobain's death that would make you sad that he died and missed out on that experience?
Other than the millions he would have made off that first album.
Sorry. Courtney Love's like, I'm in the money. I'm in the money.
He would have divorced her ass.
That's why she killed him. I mean, anyway.
Whoa!
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Again, because the person that on that much heroin can't fucking shoot themselves.
Oh!
Oh, God. Reminds me of something a buddy of mine back in my college radio days recorded. Did a song called Ode to Kurt Cobain.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
The lyrics are pretty fucking dark, but yeah, it was very descriptive of the shotgun blast.
Weird. Yeah. Jeez.
He never got to experience a Dave and Buster's. Never got to see an MCU movie.
Never got to see Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland. That in itself is an actual crime. Like, that's...
Yeah.
You know, like on the Inferno, where all the babies that were born before Christ go to hell anyway because they're unbaptized. It's kind of like that.
Never got to see Drowning Pool in concert. Wait.
Didn't get to see that whole reunion.
Ooh.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Didn't live to see horror adaptations of Winnie the Pooh.
Hey, I did. He can live vicariously through me. Oh, wait. He can't.
I don't really know if there's a whole lot outside of like his own daughter's life that I'm sure has really happened that he's kind of like, fuck, I'm so sad I missed that. That would have been cool.
This is like the most random comment from an actress I have like ever freaking seen, to be honest.
I love it. I love it. And it's right. Nana may have dementia. Like, I love you, but this one was
Mirren's fantastic. So this was like What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Has somebody slipped grandma some bourbon or brandy?
That's the cocaine.
It's a hell of a drug.
Oh, so happier news for streaming television. God of War has a new television showrunner from Outlander, Battlestar Galactica, and For All Mankind. So, hey, Ronald Moore, welcome aboard. Please put it back in Greece. Please.
Yeah, don't do the Norse mythology that was being developed beforehand.
Unless Edge, you could like contract Edge for later, because I love Edge. Like anything Adam does, I'll watch. But golly,
He'd be an all right Apollo, I would think.
Sure, I could see that.
Yeah, the big thing is going to be like how. I mean, apparently the scripts for the God of War were pretty good before, but like if you're going to reset this and you're going to have somebody installed, Ronald Moore's pretty good. Just please, for the love of God, don't write yourself into the last 30 minutes of your show that you've been running for 4 years.
I remember
He
that.
Stephen King that shit for Battlestar, and that pissed me off. Well, why would you write yourself into the last fucking not 30 minutes? It was literally like the last like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a Stephen King sort of deal, and it just what the fuck, dude. So as long as he keeps that out of it, I'm fine with this because he is a damn good writer. You just didn't have to go so meta with Battlestar Galactica finale.
As long as he doesn't have the same problems on this that he had when he was working on Voyager.
Yeah, Voyager kind of got him out of Star Trek in general.
Oh, yeah.
Voyager got me out of Star Trek.
That was Enterprise for me.
Enterprise was kind of the end of the rope for me. After that, I won't even watch anything anyway.
I tried to come back for Enterprise.
First 2 seasons are rough, dude. The last 2 are better, but they're still not great.
The 4th season, because they actually had people who knew what the fuck they were doing.
Manny Cotto was taking over, not Rick Berman.
Yep. But then Berman still got his hands all over the finale episode and shoehorned in Riker.
Yeah, that was not good.
That fucking blew. So, yeah.
Yep. But For All Mankind is on my list to check out. I'm not much for Outlander, but we do know people who have seen it, and they seem to have liked it. So it's a time travel kind of Highlander kind of story, from what I gather.
Oh.
Love triangles and whatnot. I don't know about it. This is just what I've been told, everybody. Don't hate. Nothing screams like kinky rather than triangle love stories through time, baby. I'll slip it in the past and in the future and then twice in the present.
It's not cheating yet. Yeah.
Because it hasn't happened yet. But it did.
So, season 3 of Good Omens will be happening. However, the 2 stipulations about that statement will be this. 1, Neil Gaiman will not be involved. And 2, it will be a 1 episode that is 90 minutes.
Yep.
Damn.
Like
the final kick out.
Uh-huh. And so I hear Inigo Montoya going, "You'll keep using that term, but I do not think it means what you think it means." Like, that's not a season, y'all.
You're the man who killed my father. Prepared to die.
Do not think it means what you think it means.
Inconceivable.
I don't know. I've heard that's a good show, so I'm glad it's getting hopefully a cap to it. But I don't know if that's what they're going to consider this or not.
That's something I was going to ask because I don't know Neil Gaiman. I'm not the big comic book guy. Like, what else is new, everybody? I was going to ask you guys, like, if you know anything about like Good Omens or even the show, because I haven't checked any of it out and I know nothing.
I have read the book. Gaiman wrote that with Terry Pratchett.
Oh.
And actually, the first season, the adaptation of that novel, that was basically Gaiman fulfilling Pritchard's last request of him, because he wanted to have Good Omens uh, make it to television. So that was what Gaiman did with the first season. The second season was originally meant to bridge into what would have been the third season, which would have been the second story that they were starting to work on when Pritchett passed away.
Okay.
So
So this is
Interesting.
blasphemy then?
well, I remember the religious right getting all up in arms, wanting Netflix to cancel it, even though it was on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I read that story. I'm like, are you fucking insane? If you're gonna bitch about it, at least bitch to the people who are broadcasting
Get it
it.
on the right streamer, yeah.
Fucking
And
idiots.
it's not a serious story. Yeah, it's about the apocalypse, but it's what would happen if the Antichrist actually went to a loving family.
Huh?
And it's absurd as fuck. And it's brilliant.
Oh
Interesting.
god, there was
Yeah.
a show on Netflix like that I wanted to see.
Sandman?
No, it had Adam I can't think of his last name. The dad from Krampus.
Which dad from Krampus? There was 2 dads in there.
The main character's dad.
Adam?
Yes. That's
Okay.
what I can't think of his last name.
Yeah,
Not
me
David
neither.
not David Kirshner, the other dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he was in it and they raised the Antichrist unbeknownst to them. I haven't seen it, but the previews look funny.
Okay.
I like that sort of thing.
I mean,
The
it's
o-
sad to see another show go, but
Yeah.
Yes, especially one with David Tennant in, and it's got Uncle Scrooge.
I liked him and
The
Jessica
Doctor.
Jones as Kilgrave, honestly.
Yeah, he was scary.
For me, he will always be the Doctor.
I get that. I never really have gotten into Doctor Who, so I can't speak to that.
He is the only actor to play the role who played 2 separate incarnations who just happen to look alike.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
The
Is that how
10th
they
and the
brought him back in the
14th.
newer ones then?
When it first went on to Disney, that's when he got brought back on. It was kind of like a bridge between Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor and Ncuti Gatwa's 15th.
Okay.
So basically, he was only in that incarnation for in story less than a day.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought it was like a whole season that he came back and everyone
It
was
was-
losing their shit.
3 specials.
Okay.
Well, I mean that's cool, but
Hmm.
because he is popular, I've come to like him as Uncle Scrooge. I don't like the new DuckTales at all, but I have come to like him as Uncle Scrooge.
And he got to
Okay.
use his real accent for that too.
Yeah,
Right on.
People forget the man's Scottish.
Yep.
It's true.
That's true.
Yep. And then he also did a voice in the 2012 Ninja Turtles. He was
Oh.
Professor Honeycutt, this robot with a human brain.
Is that the one with Patrick Stewart voicing?
No, That
No, that's
was,
2007.
that was a movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this was a TV series.
Oh, the Nickelodeon one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the one I wasn't. Yeah, all right.
Okay. Huh. Well, you mentioned Netflix earlier. Sony recently asked Netflix to buy Harold and the Purple Crayon,
Nope.
and they said no.
Hell no.
Like Netflix, who has put out such great crap like the Bird Box. The
They
last
also put out One Piece live action. Dark. Squid Games.
the last two Tremors movies.
They didn't put out the last two. That was NBC Universal.
Yeah, that's right. But they went to Netflix.
The live action
That's not
Cowboy
their fault.
Bebop.
Okay, I'll give you that one, Chad.
But yeah, not even Netflix would have them.
I haven't even heard anything about that freaking movie anyway. So
All I heard is that it was made. I don't know jack shit about it.
I
Same.
don't know. I like conceptually it sounded cute.
well, it's what, based off of a book from what I remember?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I mean that's kind of what I would imagine they would pick it up for, to do it as an ongoing series like they did with Lemony Snicket. Or like they
Right.
intended to with Lemony Snicket. Or did they?
That was a good show.
I watched like 10 minutes of it. I was good.
The movie or the show?
The show.
That was
The one-
3 seasons. That was pretty good.
The one with Neil Patrick Harris?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw just a bit of it.
Yeah, I liked it. Wednesday's pretty good too.
See, I'm not a total ass.
Just part of an ass.
I like things. I'm an incomplete ass.
Speaking of things you do like, Kevin, I see a VHS tape here on screen.
This little thing here,
That little thing there.
I can't say that's the first one in 35 years, but it's the first one in a very good long time to be mass published. Now, it's not going to be a huge thing, but there will be VHSs available to purchase on December 3rd of Alien Romulus.
I'm going to order one.
And this is cool. If you remember, a few months back, we reported that they were sending out 30-minute demo tapes. Like
little screeners.
Yeah, little screeners on VHS to influencers. I told Skeeter I was going to try to find mine, but I've already packed up most of my things.
Okay.
Yeah. We're influencers.
Bullshit.
You are right. Bullshit.
Sorry
I
about
pay
that.
for everything here.
I'm an influencer. Sleep!
I actually have the original Alien on VHS over here.
I don't doubt that, you bastard. Jelly.
Well, I fix VCRs as a hobby, so.
Yeah. But on an up note, speaking of Alien Romulus, they also announced this week that they're getting a sequel. Romulus was good enough that they are getting a sequel, and they're expecting the surviving cast to return.
Kevin, did you end up getting a chance to actually watch Romulus or not yet?
No, so I'm not sure how silly that statement was.
No, it's pretty spot on. They're the only two people that survived in the movie anyway.
Okay.
I like the movie enough. It's fine. It wasn't great, though. It has issues.
I'll see it. I just like.
I think you'll like it. I don't know if you'll love it, though. That's the thing.
Ever since they brought out the Queen. No, I'm sorry. Part 3 did not do this. Ever since they brought out the Queen, like after 3, they've always tried to make some big version of the alien. Like the Queen was pretty fucking big. It didn't need to be much bigger than that.
That's one big bitch.
The hybrid thing from Ripley in part 4 was really stupid and ugly looking.
Yep.
Fucking terrible.
The new monsters they did in Prometheus were really kind of dumb looking.
They were okay, but they weren't terrible.
And now there's a bigger thing in this. It's like, do we have to keep doing that?
That's where the movie kind of loses a bit of steam when they introduce the new hybrid at the end of Alien Romulus.
Yeah.
And it's literally in like the last 15 minutes of the movie.
Now, here's where
you were doing fine until this point, yo. That was stupid.
Here's where they've done it, and it's cool. The Pred Alien. I don't care what anybody says. When they fucking merged the Predator and the Alien, and just to see the fucking the face work, that was cool. That was fun.
Nope.
I liked seeing that.
Terrible.
The dog and the alien. That looked really fucking cool. I liked that. Like, it could look like different things by its host, whatever ingests it. So to always have some new, bigger, grander version of it that's like scarier than the Queen is just really selling out, and it's like demeaning to the audience. Like it's dumb. Don't.
Hire Chad as co-host. Get rid of Kevin tomorrow. Okay, gotcha.
Freeing up my time.
Now you can have your opinion. It's totally fine.
I can't have an opinion on how bad this one was because I haven't seen it yet. Like, I want to see it. It may be the coolest thing ever.
You know where you can find to watch it at, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Just gotta sail those 7 seas.
I got to get on. Well, I've been looking for God, what was it? I was looking for Venom. That's what I was looking for, and I couldn't get on this morning. So I was like, well, God,
probably be on there by tomorrow, I'm thinking.
Yeah. So
I like that movie.
Might be what I do tomorrow.
There you go.
I can't make it to the movie theater. I'm working.
Doing stuff. Ooh, more home video.
Yes. So Loki season 2 looking just as beautiful as season 1 is. I got the steelbook for season 1, so I do plan on getting the steelbook.
Oh, you did get that?
Yep. The only ones I missed out on was Moon Knight and Cap and Winter Soldier.
I wouldn't say you're missing Moon Knight, Kevin.
I still want it. I like Moon Knight as a character. I just want to see him kick ass. Like
well, you're going to be disappointed in both ways on that one.
Oh no. And then Hawkeye, like 3-4 years too late, is finally getting a Blu-ray release. So I'll be getting this one just because I like Hawkeye.
Disney, I think they're finding we need avenues of revenue like now.
Is this because Sony is taking over their physical media?
That was internationally. That's not in America.
Oh, okay.
That was mostly for Australia, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this very well may be because, like, you know, they're realizing they're not getting the subscription staying, and they're not getting the revenue that the physical media did bring in. So, like, they don't have to put out diamond editions of this and quadruple editions of that, but you got to put out something here and there. Like,
that's very true.
To not have Hawkeye out for 3 or 4 years is kind of ridiculous.
Where's that Willow 4K in Blu-ray, everybody?
We'll see that eventually.
TV show, yo. It's terrible. Nobody wants to own that. They deleted it off the Disney servers after 2 weeks.
I wonder why.
Poor Warwick. Oh.
God, I didn't like Willow the movie, so it's like when everyone was like, "Yeah, there's the TV show," I'm like, "You're all damaged people."
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
When the fucking
I've known that my whole life.
The TV show came out and sucked. Everyone's like, "Oh, it sucked, huh? How come?"
Everybody hated that movie or show. I'm sorry,
because you were damaged people 30 years ago, and now you're a little older,
and we're older damaged people,
and even more damaged.
I am.
Slap a Amazon return label on that and send it back to Disney.
No shit.
Defective, return to sender.
There you go.
On happier news, Universal has announced that Christopher Nolan's new movie is likely going to involve vampires. Oh, hey.
Thanks, Solomon.
It's going to involve vampires and very well may star Matt Damon and Tom Holland.
Matt Damon.
Tom Holland. I don't know. I'm kind of excited for this. I like Nolan. I guess. I didn't like his Batman movies like as a whole. Like individually, they're wonderfully made films. But I don't like them as like a Batman story per se, if that makes sense.
I like the first two. I don't like the third one.
Nah. So anyway.
No, I'm down for a Christopher Nolan like vampire movie. Like I remember when he did the movie Insomniac or Insomnia, I'm sorry, with Robin Williams years ago. Oh. Fantastic movie. So it's nice to see him return to more of the thriller / maybe horror aspects of filmmaking. I think it'll be a fun movie.
Did he do that?
Yep.
Golly, that's an
That
old
was a
picture.
damn good movie, though.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
been a
really
while.
good. That's when I'm like, Robin Williams? Whoa, dude. And I'm not talking 1 hour photo. I'm talking Insomnia.
1 hour photo was different.
That was wild by itself. But Insomnia is what sold me on Robin as an actual actor. So for years, I've only known him for his comedy. So
Screw that whole Dead Poet Society.
Christopher Nolan, Vampires. Let's go. July 2026.
I'm kind of down for that. But shortly after that was mentioned and Tom Holland was on The Tonight Show, he also announced that Spider-Man 4 is confirmed to start filming next summer.
Yep.
So he did say that he and Zendaya have seen the script. They like it. There's a few things to clean up, but they are going to start filming next summer. And that it's going to take place, I believe, in between the two new Avengers movies.
Oh, Zendaya approved? Oh my God, it's approved.
Well, that means MJ is going to be in the movie again. So sorry, kids, no Mary Jane yet.
Can we get Gwen, please?
So that leads into this. And this is what's going to happen with Spider-Man 4, supposedly. Sony and Marvel had two very different ideas of what was supposed to happen in this movie. Sony wanted a more grounded, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man story. To meet up with Daredevil, much more Marvel Knights type deal.
Yeah.
Sony said, no, we just made $1 bajillion with Into the Spider-Verse or not the End of the Spider-Verse, the No Way Home. We want to do another multiverse picture. We want to make it huge. We want to bring in Miles Morales at the end of this. We want this. We want that. So by the end of the negotiations, Marvel had pretty much nothing, and Sony walked out with pretty much everything what they wanted. Null, I think, is going to be the bad guy.
I think so too.
And there is going to be a team up with Tom Hardy. So without having seen Venom, that sounds like a lot of fun. I hope that's kind of true.
Well, it sounds like Disney approved of what Sony was doing. It took a lot of back and forth between the two companies, but they ultimately agreed with Sony's idea to go with Null in Venom 3, and then going forward, their kind of ideas to make it a much bigger sort of universe. Mm-hmm. And Marvel got on board with it. So it sounds like there's some good chemistry going on between the two companies and a working partnership. So I'm totally down to see more Null. Andy Serkis was fucking fantastic as Null. So
Andy Serkis.
Yeah. Which is funny because the director of this movie was complimenting how much everyone loved him in the second movie, saying that they already knew that they wanted him to play Null in this picture.
Yep.
Then why did you let him make that shitty ass movie? Just because you wanted him to be Null?
That wasn't his script. He was directing somebody else's script. That's what he was given.
Well, he could have said, no, this is caca.
I know.
Fire the screenwriter. Get me someone new.
Yeah.
We have Woody Harrelson in this picture. Show some respect.
Oh, he was terrible. Oh, God, his Carnage.
Yeah. Well, Carnage...
He should have been awesome.
He should have been scary. He should have been frightening and,
Yeah.
unstoppable in several different ways. Anyway. More bad news for Spider-Man, I guess. The Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man TV show, the animated series, has been delayed again to 2025. This is its second delay, I think.
Okay, yeah.
And they'd shown a whole bunch of new pictures for it during Comic-Con, I remember. I know because we got in trouble for showing a few of the pictures. Like the race-swapped Green Goblin.
Who wasn't so green. He was more blue.
He's yellow now.
Blue.
Yeah, I don't know. Just from the pictures that I'd seen from Comic-Con, I don't care to see this show. I don't. I like Norman Osborn. He's like my favorite Marvel bad guy. He's their Lex Luthor. Don't mess with that character. Please don't change any of the Osborns. And they have for a long time in not so great ways, especially since No Way Home. And
Very true.
And I'm sorry, not No Way Home. One More Day.
Oh,
Golly,
Oh.
they've made a lot of bad mistakes with the Osborn family since then.
The
like,
Osbournes, a new show on Discovery Channel.
yeah, like having Norman secretly knock up Gwen.
that was since past.
Yeah,
Wow.
and they're like, well, we retconned that, and like, yeah, but how many people had to fucking sit and live through that and still know about it and read about it, and like the same
It was
thing
a thing.
with Captain Hydra. Doesn't matter if you assholes retconned it, you still tried it, you still thought people were gonna fucking
Go
eat
for it.
hands, but no. So I don't know. This getting pushed back again tells me that it's not that great. And I don't know. Maybe they're pushing shit back works to a degree. Like Agatha's really good despite what it could have been. Like having that whole Kang thing really could have been just really stupid and disappointing and not have anything to do with witchcraft. But with all their rewrites and reshoots and cutting that part out, like it's actually turning out to be very entertaining. So maybe pushing shit back isn't always the worst thing for Disney. I don't know. But I don't see them reanimating this.
No.
I don't either.
So,
And I don't know what they're trying to do with this. It's not going to go well.
no, because this is all supposed to be prequel to Homecoming, isn't it?
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Like this is all supposed to be like before Tom even gets the spider suit from Tony.
I wonder if the animation
Germany.
people are way behind on schedule or something, or
That could be, or another one of those situations where it's like they don't have the script for the phase that's supposed to be happening. But then again, if this is supposed to take place in phase 2 or 3, what difference does it make?
Right.
So,
Oh.
Anyway, sorry, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. We don't miss you because we don't care. But
You do have Spider-Man Noir on the docket.
Yep.
yes, I do. We got a cool looking spider here. I don't know if that's actually Nick Cage or not. That would be kind of awesome if it was. But we have the first looks at Spider-Man Noir's costume, and it is pretty goddamn comic accurate.
Okay, you see you had that picture too. I was going to say I had a tweet up of that same picture right there if you needed it.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I'm pretty jazzed about this. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but man, I'm going to tune in.
Oh, me too. Definitely.
Tune in. It's streaming. You know what I mean?
Looks like it's going to involve Sandman in the first episode.
Cool.
That was the one thing on my little thing that I had bookmarked on Twitter.
See, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I would be down for that. Alan Silvermane, I think, is supposed to be the mob bad guy. And he, if you remember, was one of the Wilson Fisk's business adversaries in Spider-Man the Animated Series. Actual comic nerds are like, dude, is that all you know? Anyway. So, and then Joe Russo revealed that yes, that the writing for Avengers Doomsday is taking place, that is going to be the one taking place before Spider-Man, and that Stephen McFeely is coming back to write it again.
Okay.
So, and more good news on the Marvel front. Oh, the bad news for Marvel.
This is great news.
I think it's great news. So, okay, Marvel took Blade off the slate completely. They're tired of dickheads like me going, sure, Jan, every time they said it's going to come out this date, that date, November of 2025. Like, all right, motherfucker, keep pulling our chain.
They announced this movie in 2019, everybody.
Yes, and that was that an actual announcement, or was that from
that was a Comic-Con? or
Okay.
something like that. Yeah.
Because that's
Oh.
also when they announced who was going to be playing Blade.
Ah, okay. Okay, and so they've been working on it
5 years.
5 years, going on the 6th. It's like
And they
five and
can't
a
figure
half.
out a vampire hunter killing vampires.
Mm-mm. Nope. They've put in so many different backstories, characters, unnecessary characters,
Plot lines.
plot lines, making Blade the secondary character in his own picture.
To 4
And
women.
and and they're going off focus groups on what they think the direction should be. And focus groups aren't Blade fans. They're not. Focus groups aren't comic book fans. They're not.
Focus groups are fucking stupid.
Yes.
They are. They are. So I don't know. My hope is this. Deadpool 3 came out this summer, and Wesley Snipes blew the roof off of like hundreds of theaters across this nation.
Thousands.
Thousands of theaters across this nation. He made it pop. He went over, and that line that says there's one Blade and only ever gonna be one Blade popped. Maybe they finally fucking realized what that secret ingredient to the secret sauce of a Daywalker movie is.
Wesley Snipes?
Fucking don't jerk the man around. Pay him what he wants. Give him the creative freedom that he wants. He'll make a good goddamn picture.
Blade will draw.
Blade will draw. Wesley Snipes as Blade will
Will draw.
sell.
Yeah.
It will fucking burn like wildfire.
That's what we said in a previous, when we did our Blade 2 review and we clipped it out for a Blade segment. It was like, just give everybody Blade 4. You'll make everybody happy. And you'll finally give Wesley a chance to end Blade in style.
You don't need Robert Downey Jr. to come back when you've got
No.
Wesley Snipes coming in. That's how good it would be to bring in Wesley Snipes.
Right. And it could stay its own movie. He doesn't need to be in anything else. Or if he is, he can have his cameos in Secret Wars or whatever. It's totally fine doing that. And then you just bring in Blade 4, whether you want to bring in Guillermo or, hey, dust off Stephen Norrington, see if he wants to do another movie.
Yeah.
And you could bring back one of those 2 very fine directors that did 2 awesome Blade movies. And you would be A-okay as long as you had a decent script where Wesley Snipes just kills vampires. And there was a recent headline coming out about Mahershala Ali saying, I'm still involved with the project. Basically, what's happening is they're doing a complete reset on the project. At that point, bring in fucking Wesley. He can be an understudy to Blade, and he hands the reins over to him in the movie. You could still make that work for both of them. Doesn't have to be a son. Doesn't have to do anything stupid like that, because nobody likes that shit anyway.
This is the House of Ideas.
But he could be a freshly turned sort of Daywalker situation, or he rescues him like he himself was rescued by Whistler as a kid.
Yeah.
You can
Time
make that
travel.
work. You can make it work. Just keep David Goyer out of it, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Fucking hack.
Last thing we want is to have to CGI eyeballs because Snipes is just like, fuck you guys, I'm not working with you, and just laying there with his eyes closed.
We don't need another Trinity, everybody.
What I think they need to do is just completely ignore that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like it never happened.
Agreed.
And just go from Blade 2 into whatever this next one with Wesley Snipes needs to be.
Right.
Yep.
Because Blade Trinity, yeah, the less said about that one, the better.
Well, they had the slightest jab in Deadpool and Wolverine about it, which was fantastic. I thought you didn't like me. Nobody likes me.
It
Anyway,
took those two
so-
a long time to start actually getting along, if from what I've read is correct.
Well, Wesley was not in a good mind frame when he did
No.
Blade Trinity. Like, he was getting screwed by David Goyer. David Goyer swears Wesley was fucking with him. It's like, no, David Goyer, you're the douchebag out of that bunch. Fuck off.
Kind of.
Mhm.
You're the director. You're in charge. Like everything's
Bag.
yeah, it's on you.
Like, he's okay as a writer, but he's a scum bucket, honestly.
I've heard that.
Yeah, by many people.
Well, I meant from you, but yeah.
Yeah, many people.
However, the good news to that is they've replaced that open slot that they had for Blade with a Predator movie.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
Predator Badlands will be released November 7th of 2025. And they also announced that that's not the right button. That a second Predator movie will also be coming out. Secret movie will be coming out for streaming. Now, I don't know what that actually says, but the sequel to Prey reeks of going to streaming.
Oh, Badlands?
Is that what Badlands is going to be? Is the sequel to Prey?
It might be. But the secret one has actually been there's been more details about it. It's an animated anthology. It's going to be like 3 different stories that are set in, like, one's going to be in Japan and a couple other time frames. Like, it's like the fan ideas, like, hey, I want to see this. I want to see a predator versus a samurai. I want to see the predator versus this and that. That's what the secret one is. But what's really funny is Dan Trachtenberg actually quote tweeted this, or one of the other tweets that basically said this, and he just was like, what am I doing? Like, no way. It's probably sarcasm and in jest, but it was pretty funny.
Tell me what you're doing. I want to know.
Like, I know about Badlands, but what the fuck? Am I directing something else?
Okay, so then I don't think Badlands is going to be a sequel to Prey then. That sucks.
I don't know. I mean, I'm game to watch these. I haven't had really a problem with, like, any of the Predator movies. Even Predators, the third one with Adrian Brody, I did like that one. I didn't love it, but I did like it. The only one I didn't like was The Predator by Shane Black.
That's the one I haven't seen.
Fucking that movie pissed me off.
The one with Adrian Brody was okay.
Like, it was fine. It was Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, it just didn't need Topher Grace in it. Like, I'm so done with Topher Grace.
He is not Venom. He is not a psycho badass. Jesus Christ.
No, he's not. I like him as an actor being good guys and typical shit, but I know you don't always want to do that. Sometimes you want to do different things.
I like the movie Take Me Home Tonight with him. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I probably just lost just 25 viewers that doing that. But whatever.
Damn it. We're in the negatives.
-8? How does that even happen? You know, I'm on board for more Predator. As long as they're decent to good, I'm fine with it.
Decent to good. That's been a tall order from Fox movies as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least the Alien and Predator type movies. But
I liked Prey. I thought you liked Prey too. We did review that, Kevin.
Prey is the best Predator movie next to Predator. Like, it might even be better than Predator in a way. Like, it's
what about Predator 2?
No. Predator 2.
All right, I know what we're doing in January or February.
Predator 2 is dope. It's like a perfect comic book movie. It is a perfect adaptation of the Dark Horse comic books.
Alien skull on a wall, everybody.
Yeah, like, you can't really beat that shit. Full frontal nudity. You can't beat that shit.
Danny Glover can't beat that shit.
That's true. Bill Paxton.
Gary Busey.
Yeah, Adam Baldwin.
Coked out of his mind. Can't beat that either.
I forgot he was in that.
Yep.
For like 5 minutes.
I gotta watch
They're
that.
memorable.
I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, his death scene's pretty memorable. It's funny.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, damn.
He got toasted.
So, but to Jeff's point, yes, Mahershala Ali was involved in a meeting with the Blade negotiations and is happy with the delay.
And the current direction, which means there is no direction. So I would be happy with that too.
Yeah, that means he's off to go make Jurassic Park 8 or 9, whatever the next one's going to be.
Yeah, my guess is he was like, so don't have any plans. It's getting delayed. Cool. I'm going to go make like 5 other movies in the meantime. You just call me when you're ready with a real fucking script and the director.
For real, like I just made a movie with Scarlett Johansson and a bunch of fucking dinosaurs. I'm going to go do that shit again.
I'm going to make a lot more money doing that. You just call me when you're ready.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'm not too old for this shit.
I honestly want Wesley Snipes to be brought back in as Blade. That is really what I want. I want the Midnight Suns. I want him to be their new Nick Fury for the monsters and the monster hunters.
I heard that recently on another stream where somebody was saying, like, if you're going to do Wesley and you're really worried about him carrying a whole movie by himself, just do Midnight Suns adaptation and make it a good adaptation of Midnight Suns.
They can't. If they did it like the first 5 Avengers movies, well, the first phase 1, if they did it like phase 1, it would be great. If you did Blade, if you did Agatha or Scarlet Witch, the Darkhold, anything like that, Ghost Rider, and then you bring in a Midnight Suns movie with all those folks, that would work. The Werewolf by Night. Goddamn fly. Anyway, it could work, but they would have to do it as respectfully as they did phase 1. And they haven't been doing that in phase 4 at all.
I don't think they have the patience like they did back then.
No, phase 4 and 5, it's like they don't know when to say just give up.
Yeah.
And I know I said Agatha would have been crap without the rewrites. So would they have given up on Agatha? Probably gotten missed out on this show, and it's pretty good. So in a way, I guess I'm glad they didn't give up on that. But there's been other things like Ironheart where you're just like, fuck, man, just give it up. Like, this is a TV show that's done long in the past, and we're starting to be wanting to make movies in the future. We're wanting Fantastic Four. We're wanting X-Men. We're wanting new Avengers stories, which we may or may not get with Doom. So, I don't know. There's priorities are wrong.
Well, there's been some rumblings on like Twitter and whatnot about like, I know I'm sourcing Twitter here, but it did come out that Marvel and Kevin Feige are trying to get the multiverse saga over with as soon as possible. So a lot of movies that they have planned we will get to that after multiverse saga is wrapped up as soon as possible. So it sounds like they are trying to wrap this shit up in quick order. So they're just trying to hammer these out through probably the Avengers Secret Wars and call it a day, and then just go from there.
If they would have just listened to our show from the very fucking get-go, no one likes multiverse. No one likes it.
A lot of people have been saying that for like the last 6 years. Like the second they announced it, I remember people were going like, "Oh, you're about to lose it. You had magic. It's going out the window right with that announcement." Like,
I hated Elseworlds in DC. Like, I hate the multiverse.
I like alternate stories that are just singular, not like massive expanding like ideas.
They've used it as a way to have complete disorganization. Nothing
and to answer problems that they find. Oh shit, this writer wrote it this way. Okay, in the next issue, we're bringing in a new writer and a new arc, and we're fixing that.
Yeah, so sorry, that was just in a different timeline.
Mm-hmm.
That was a different Earth.
You can't even say scrolls.
Just blame the scrolls. It's fine. Everybody else does. They all look alike. We're scrollcist here.
Scrollcist. So let's see here. What else? Oh, and Deadpool and Wolverine has become the 12th highest grossing film of all time domestically.
Hello, Margot.
Passing Barbie.
Hey, Ron.
Looking at those legs as I pass by. Hello, Marva.
Well, it's better than the bones that Deadpool was digging out of Wolverine's grave.
We bought that this week on 4K, and I told my kids that I was going to buy it when I dropped them off at school. They're like, "Where are you going to go?" "I'm going to go to Walmart." "What are you going to buy?" "I'm going to go buy Deadpool."
Stuff.
"Right now?" "Right now." "What are you going to do afterwards?" "I'm going to come home and watch it."
Like, come on, Dad.
"Well, we're at school?" "Fuck yes." Like, I had no problem telling him, "I'm going to go home and I'm going to sit on the couch with your mom and the dog, and we're going to watch this by ourselves. We're not going to say shit. We're going to have popcorn. We're going to have soda." Well, my wife won't, but you know, I'm like, we're going to have a good time without you motherfuckers. And we did. We had a great time. I'm like, you guys could watch the movie when you get home from school. They forgot. Like, my son even asked me about it when I picked him up from school. And in the 5 minutes that it takes to get from school to home, they forgot about it. So like
Yeah.
2 days later, they watched it, and my son's like laughing his ass off the entire time. And I'm like, I'm a horrible parent.
Parenting 101. Or is this the advanced class, Kevin?
It's the advanced class. Yeah, because apparently like Deadpool 2 is a family film. This one's, I wanted my son to respect the Wolverine. That's really what I wanted.
Shirtless Wolverine or suited up Wolverine with a mask?
Suited up with a mask.
Okay. Just
You've seen a shirtless, preening slut Wolverine several times before in the last 20 years.
I'll just take a shirtless slut.
But no, like they've seen Wolverine here and there in the X-Men games. They've seen him like when I'm watching X-Men cartoon. But they don't know X-Men's not as popular today as it was when I was their age. So like they don't know who Wolverine is. He wasn't the household badass that he is now. Well, not now, but was back then. So for them to see that and have that realization that oh wow, that's what Wolverine is. That's what Wolverine does. Like they got super wowed out by Hugh Jackman, and I was really happy about that. Because I've always liked Hugh as Wolverine. They've just never done Wolverine right. Anyway.
I like Logan.
Logan was very good.
Logan? The guy with forks for hands?
The Wolverine. I like that one.
There's no bad movies. They're just not great. Like, they haven't shown you Wolverine necessarily.
Only one I wasn't like the biggest fan of was X-Men Origins Wolverine.
No, that one was shit.
There's
The
a couple
CGI
things I liked
claws?
in it, but like, oh, that movie.
The CGI claws.
Oof. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I like Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth.
That was good.
That was awesome, yeah.
He really just
elevated that character. Like,
God, when he was announced, I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Then I actually saw the movie and I'm like, you know what? He was actually one of the best parts of the movie.
Yes, he was.
Because he was the scary Sabretooth that like the spirit of that scary Sabretooth that you read from the early 90s.
Without the long hair.
Yeah, that was the assassin and just a complete freak. That was Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth, and I liked him way better than Tyler Mane's. And that's not with any disrespect to Tyler Mane. That just wasn't Sabretooth to me.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, here we have a picture of Ryan with Leslie Uggams in their apartment, Wade and Blind Owl's apartment. But this was released day before yesterday. And if you look in the background there, those are Christmas decorations set up for them. So, speculation has it there's a Deadpool Christmas special coming out.
That'd be funny.
That would be awesome. I don't know if that'll happen this Christmas or not, but something is in the works.
Won't be sponsored by Honda Odyssey?
Because it fucks hard.
Probably not sponsored by Honda, everybody.
And the last thing I got is the announcement this week on Agatha All Along that Rio Vidal is really Lady Death.
Which we kind of figured.
Yeah, which we knew that. So now the real retconning of the MCU can begin. We could fix the whole like Infinity Saga. I'm happy for that. Like Thanos can fucking simp for her, kill half the universe.
Yeah. Destroy the universe, bitch.
She could be hard up for Deadpool because Deadpool can't die. It'll be awesome.
You guys still watching the show then? What you thinking?
Oh, I'm caught up.
Are you finally
And
caught up?
I'm finally caught up. That last episode, holy shit.
Yeah, it's that last episode was smoking hot.
It was. I mean, they were firing on all cylinders on that one.
Mm-hmm. The first episode is a blatant disappointment. And once you get to episode like 2, you're having fun. By 3, you're getting into what the show is.
Yeah,
and
episode
now,
3 is when you really start to get the horror elements.
Yeah. And now, like, they brought the horror and drama into it for this one. It was still fun. The show was a lot of fun from the very beginning to the very end. It was funny. And then it gave you goosebumps. Like, it was suspenseful the entire time because you weren't sure how it was going to work, how it was going to end. It was flash. Go ahead.
Yeah, and there's never a guarantee that everybody's going to survive.
Yeah, so far a witch has been dying per episode.
Mm-hmm.
And from what we're hearing from the director, the deaths are all permanent. Once they die on the road, they're not coming back. So it's not like the Acolyte where, you know, Carrie Ann Moss dies in the first episode. Well, you're going to see her in like episodes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like that in this episode or in this series. So, but it has been a lot of fun. It's been a little scary here and there. As far as Halloween goes, it's way cooler witches to watch than say like fucking Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Which a reference, I'm guessing a reference to Hocus Pocus is on the horizon. They've hit every other witch reference so far.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they hit a couple of them just on this last episode.
Billy dressing up as Maleficent was fantastic.
Well, like you said, with cheekbones like those.
He's sitting there marveling at his cheekbones like, oh, this is so perfect.
But then Agatha saying that L. Frank Baum based the Wicked Witch of the West on him, or on her, I mean.
Oh, see, I'm glad you said that because I've been taking it as like they modeled Margaret Hamilton after her. And I'm like, why would they do that? Well, so thank you for saying it that way.
The Margaret Hamilton version is completely different from how Baum described the Wicked Witch in the book. I mean, she had an eye patch.
Oh. So she's more like Nick Fury. Baba Yaga.
Maybe.
Baba Yaga.
Well, because I want to say Baba Yaga had an eye patch too.
I know she had a house on chicken legs.
Yes, that faced the woods.
I'm just like, what are you guys talking about?
Jack Frost.
Well, and also Hellboy. She had a real mad on for him.
Okay.
Is she in Hellboy?
She is in Hellboy. He, I believe, sacrifices an eye to her in later stories.
Cool. Neat.
Goddamn Hellboy.
Right. I like myths and shit like that, so
that's pretty rad.
Especially when it involves MST.
Of course.
Face the woods.
You must face the woods.
But no, I've been impressed with Agatha all along. I went into it just like, yeah, I'll give this a shot. Wasn't expecting to really enjoy it. The first episode actually the first 2 episodes I had to force myself
Yeah.
to get through, but once when they drank the poison wine in episode 3 and they all started getting deformed, that's when I was like, okay, here we go. Body horror, let's do this shit.
So set your expectations low and you won't be disappointed.
Yes. I think having watched The Acolyte really helped me enjoy this show a lot more.
Dang.
Because we watched The Acolyte, we forced ourselves to watch The Acolyte, and then it got to be a point where it's like, okay, now let's see what bullshit they're gonna do. This isn't like that. You're actually watching this to find out what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Without irony.
And you're invested.
Yes.
I mean, you actually give a shit.
Yeah, and they're not making Agatha a complete villain. They're making her a complete ass, but not a complete villain.
She's a bitch, but she's not. She's got redeeming qualities.
Yes, like you can tell she legitimately cares about Billy. She knew who Billy was from the get-go, but decided to bring him along anyway because she wants to help him. She's curious. So, and of course, you still don't know what Billy wants.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like he wants to find his brother.
Yes. They made it seem like he wants to find his mom, but they threw some fucking shade on that shit this week. Fucking, he's like, she's not my mom. I have
a mom.
And it's like,
oh, she did.
Well, there was a picture I saw of him saying that to Agatha, like super sharply, and then it shows Wanda like crying in the middle of Westview, like collapsing,
like going in the fetal position.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Things I don't catch when I don't watch this show.
But it's good, and there's a lot of potential of where it's going to go in the last 2 episodes. Like they got to bring in Mephisto, I'm guessing, if not her son. Because if the son's not mentioned in the last 2 episodes, that's going to be a huge MacGuffin.
Also a huge misdirect, especially with the Ouija board.
Well, that's what I mean. You've heard the kid, but it was a kid. So like if they bring it older than, I don't know. Mephisto could do some really crazy shit right now to fuck with Agatha.
That'd be really fucking awesome, though.
Sacha Baron Cohen, everybody.
Well, it can't end well for her. Like you want Agatha's show to end well for her, but she's in league with the devil. So it's like she can't win, but you can't have your hero losing at the same time. So it's like kind of a slippery slope on how they're going to end this series.
They'll just make it Borat and have him running around the set.
Have a good sexy time.
Oh god, have him running around in the neon green mankini.
Mankini.
Yep. I show you. Naked wrestling fight. I shove my balls in your face.
Egads.
That was the first movie.
I have no idea.
Oh, you've never seen Borat?
No.
Oh, God.
I think you just broke him, Jeff.
I think I did, too.
I have my limitations to stupid. I do. I'm sorry. Like, Napoleon Dynamite broke my fucking... my patience level. Borat would make me fucking kill somebody.
Okay, so we'll be doing Borat next Tuesday.
Fuck you.
As it is Tuesday, we're doing Trick or Treat, everybody. Kevin's not a fan of that one, but we got a special guest joining us. So Tuesday live at 8 p.m. Pacific time, we will be doing Trick or Treat.
I just didn't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll continually not understand it when we review it.
It's such a good movie, though, Kev.
Is it, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I just saw it for the first time recently. My spouse is still giving me shit about that.
Yeah, Amy does not like that fucking movie, and she barely tolerates Krampus as it is. So
Oh God, Gene has so much Sam merch. I think there's a trick or treat shirt for every day of the week.
I'm gonna go hang out with Amy this week. Then fuck it. This one was. I don't know. It's not a bad movie. It's not bad by any means.
no.
Like, I just didn't like it as much as I hoped I would.
Kind of depends on what you were expecting out of it.
I don't know. Like I didn't know I was in for a Pulp Fiction type story. Which isn't bad. Like it was done well.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't realize I was in for a Pulp Fiction style story.
I thought it was better than Pulp Fiction, honestly, but just my opinion.
I think the original
We're breaking Kevin tonight. Happy birthday, me.
And the original concept, it was going to be a total anthology, that the stories weren't going to interconnect at all.
Yeah.
But then they
found
did,
a way to connect everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think made it stronger.
It worked. Like there was plenty of stuff in it that I liked. But it just wasn't like.
Was it the ending that did it to you?
No, I don't think so. The ending was okay.
Huh. Well, we'll figure it out on Tuesday then.
I didn't like them picking on the autistic girl. Like
Yeah,
they were.
She
they
got
were
her
trying
revenge,
to,
though.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I suppose that makes it okay. But like they're trying to point out that you can't say retard anymore. So let's make fun of the autistic kid, or let's pick on the autistic kid. We'll say that you can't say retard anymore, but then we're going to do that. Let's pick on the retard storyline trope.
And Kevin has just said it 7 times in a row now.
Right? Canceled. That's my point. Don't act like you're fucking being virtuous when you're just doing the trope anyway. That was one of the things I really didn't care for. But otherwise,
So don't be a retard.
Yeah. I didn't like it.
That's fine.
But then the kids all coming back to life and fucking
like going on
eating them. I'm like, okay, that's all right then. Fuck off.
No.
Do your shtick. I'm gonna get high.
All right.
On the show.
Well, I got a couple other things here for everybody. Let's get presenting here, because I don't do PDFs like Kevin does. I do bookmarks.
PDFs.
And
these are PPT.
yeah, you know me. I download PPT. We got a remaster trailer for the thing getting remastered. So any hardcore video game fans from the PS2 era, the thing is getting a revamp. I'm pretty game for this. I have not watched this yet, so this just got updated in the last few days, and I'm pretty excited for what's happening. Some of the key points are the story is being continued off of the thing, facing off against terrifying monsters, from the head spiders, human-like walkers, to gigantic multi-tentacle level bosses. Sounds like a little Dead Space for me. I'm totally down for that. Who goes there? Command a squad of up to 4 NPCs from Soldier, Medic, and Engineer character classes through the game's 11 frightening levels. 11? Hey, I would have made it 31 or 13, but that's okay. The warmest places to hide, someone in your squad may not be who they appear to be. The shape-shifting alien hides inside an imitation, so keep a watchful eye. And, keeps on going. Don't lose it. Gain the trust of your squad members and minimize their fear levels, lest they become defiant or worse, succumb to paranoia. Ultimate Alien Terror, upgraded models, textures, animations, handcrafted by Night Dive, plus enhanced lightning and atmospheric effects. Stunning visuals, up to 4K, 120 frames per second. Visuals on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X/S. However many Xbox models there are. I do not know. Checkmate, trophies and achievements on Windows PC via Steam, PlayStation, Xbox consoles. So sounds like we're getting a pretty good remaster on this, and they got a little gameplay trailer going on. Let's see if it wants to bounce me. No, it's not. So
Hey.
What the hell happened? You're infected just like all the others. I'm not. Put your weapon down. No way. I'm not going anywhere. Do you have any idea what's going on out there?
I have a perfect idea. I think you'll be impressed with the
Nice.
Damn. You don't want this fight. You know damn well there's only one option here.
shoot everybody.
It's over. Target acquired. Shoot to kill. Kill it. It ends now. We're here to finish the job.
All right.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh,
On the
yeah.
music.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Kevin, if we hadn't reviewed this movie already in the last year, I'd be like, we are so reviewing this for Christmas again.
Yeah, but not that goddamn prequel.
Oh, God, no.
Oh,
Steaming
I wanted to like that.
pile of crap.
Well, and they cut out all the practical effects in that thing, too.
Yeah, that's what made it even worse.
And they forgot to watch the fucking first movie completely. Like, fuck, it's supposed to start this way. We got to end it that way. Reshoot. Get us a helicopter and that one guy.
Shoot it again.
Get a dog.
Get a dog. Oh,
I don't know. I didn't care for it, but I
It was
never
not
got
good.
to play the game, so hopefully I get to play this. So
I played a little bit of the game, and I don't know what happened to my copy. That was even before, like, obvious situations where somebody took a bunch of my shit, but I actually don't know what happened. I think I loaned it to a friend, and I never got it back.
oh,
I played like an hour. I'm like, oh, hey, if you want to try this game, I'll get it back from you. And then I don't think I ever got it back. So I am a game port. Hopefully it's a little bit like Lollipop Chainsaw with the Repop edition, where you get the remastered version, but also on the disc, you get the original version, which is just a bit upgraded. So you can play it the original style.
Huh.
nice.
So that would be pretty dope if they did it that way. That's what I would like to see. Whether they do it or not is another question.
How is Chainsaw Lollipop?
Lollipop Chainsaw,
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know about replayability for me, especially on the trophy or achievements. Part of the problem is some of those achievements are like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know, this is like way too difficult. It's like Batman, I got to score like 35 free flow perfect hits in a row. And
Yeah.
it's like, I got so frustrated with that in Asylum. I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm just going to go on to Arkham City at this rate.
Yeah, the Batman is really what kind of made me like say fuck certain trophies. I don't need your goddamn platinum.
Some games I'll absolutely go for, like Stellar Blade. I platinumed. Lollipop, I'm like, I finished the game. I'm like, I don't know about replayability, but some of these trophies look like they're fun and get. I actually went through the effort to get a couple of them. I'm like, this is unusually annoying. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do this right now. So I installed Wolfenstein, the new Colossus, Wolfenstein 2. And I started playing that. And I'm like, this is a lot more fun. And I suck at first person shooters, but I'm having a blast with that game.
Oh,
It's either that or Alien Isolation I was going to fire up. So.
That's another good game.
I finally picked up the remaster of Resident Evil 4.
Ooh, yeah.
And I got the VR download for it.
How is that?
Oh my god. It doesn't affect my vertigo at all.
Nice.
At all. it looks just like if you played Resident Evil 4, and I'm sure you played it at night, and you played it for a few hours, as many of us did.
GameCube.
You have a dream about this game or this village that Leon is running through. It is just like those dreams where you are running through that village, and it is exactly the way you remember it. Like running through that village, seeing the cop on fire, the big dude with the fucking sack on his head with one fucking hole as he's coming at you with the chainsaw. It looks so real. It's so perfect. And
Jason
then
style.
Yeah, the haptics for the guns are so good. The controls, holding the guns feel so good. The balance is great.
Nice.
All that, again, it doesn't bother my vertigo. So I played it for like 3 hours the other night.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, I gotta work in the morning.
Somebody's having fun.
Yeah, like I intended to like come out and start working on these slides for tonight. No. I played like 2 levels and I combed through everything. And golly, I just like killing monsters.
Kill.
Survival horror has always been my favorite. I love it. And Resident Evil 4, for as much as I was like so opposed to that game when it first came out and they were talking about it not having anything to do with zombies, like I love Resident Evil 4 so much. It's got such a special place in my heart. And I didn't even have the GameCube chainsaw.
I didn't either, but I had the GameCube version when I had the GameCube, and I
Did
enjoyed
you?
the game. I never finished it though.
It's
I got more into
hard.
Ikaruga and Eternal Darkness at the time. So
Ooh, Eternal Darkness.
that game, I did not know what the fuck was going on because nobody I knew had the game, and I wasn't going online for looking for stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my console? Deleted save, no.
My brother-in-law was like, that was one of his favorite games, and he told me about it and actually showed me some of the ways that as your insanity level crept up, just
Yep.
the glitches, like things turning upside down. Wasn't there one part where there's like a bug that keeps running across the screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus.
God, fucking great game.
The video would cut out. It would
Mhm.
it would actually restart the console in the middle of it.
Yep.
The first time it did that to me, I'm like, what the? I literally screamed, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I was screaming for my wife. Well, not for my wife, but screaming to my wife because I thought she was sitting next to me on the couch. She'd gone to bed like an hour before, and I'm like, there's 2 bitches with chainsaws coming at me, baby! Help! Reload! Hand me ammo! She wasn't even there. I came to bed like, I was crying for you, and you weren't even there!
That's my co-host, Kevin.
What if they would have got me, honey?
Should have been like, tonight sleep soundly for the rest of the night.
Right? The dog would have something to eat, and yeah.
Yep. Well, speaking of eating something, I got a couple more things for everybody. Mandalorian and Grogu movie is finished filming, everybody, as of yesterday. Gonna release May 22nd, 2026. Who's excited for this? And the crowd goes silent. Nobody's excited for this shit. Season 3 sucked.
I don't know. Do you think Mando's got screen power? Like,
No.
do you think...
They never should have gone away from doing the Boba Fett movie, but I like Mandalorian season 1. Season 2 was fine. Season 3 was not. Then they did the Book of Boba Fett, and that was terrible.
Oh my God. My son freaked out when he saw him, but there was somebody at a trunk or treat last night that I took the kids to dressed up as Boba Fett.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and dude looked really good. But my daughter was kind of like, that guy's looking hot.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
yeah, made me a nerd.
Boba Fett. Let's see here. So, anything else? No, Tom Hardy said he'd want to do a Logan-esque Venom film. That's probably not going to happen. We just did the thing. And, oh, I got two things left. A little box office report going on. Venom. I'm going to tie that back around here on Variety. Venom is scaring up the box office just a tick. It's a little bit down from the previous two entries, but it is doing about $22 million on opening day. Even though it's down from the last, it is still at about, on a forecast for about $65 million for the weekend. When we do a little clip, I will put it a little disclaimer down below here on what we're looking at for weekend totals. So tomorrow when I do that, I will add that to it. But it seems to be kind of down from the last two. Audience isn't quite there for this one like it was for the previous two, but it's still doing better than other movies that have been in the box office, like Joker 2. So,
well, here's a couple things to remember. This is a really shitty year for movies, and the media is really trying to tank the box office this year. Not so much the news outlets or anything like that, but like your social media types. They're the ones always trying to say, oh, it's bad movies. It's the summer box office dumping. It's all shitty. That's been true to a large degree, but there's been some movies that have been pretty fucking great, like, and still made money. Like, anyway, so I don't know. Take what they say for a grain of salt. Like, Venom 3 may not make a whole lot of money because it is a bad recession year for movies. Like, the box office has largely sucked for the most part, and you can't bank on comic book movies because a lot of the comic book movies have sucked, with the exception of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
But I am hearing that this is better than Let There Be Carnage, like much better.
I would say so.
Carnage. So I don't know. I'm sorry that it may not make as much money as the first movie, but I'm still happy that it's making more than like $4 million like The Crow.
Well, and it's actually got a character arc for the whole trilogy. So it's not like, oh, they leave it so open-ended. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen next. No, there's a degree of finality to it. Well, leaving some open for the Marvel Universe in general to utilize, like Null. Like, that's no big shock. Everybody knows Null is not technically in the movie, but he is in the movie. Mm-hmm. He doesn't actually appear on screen with anybody. They're doing like a Thanos style with him where he's in a distant part of a universe on board a ship, a living ship. No, I'm kidding. He's in his little dark zone prison and he's eager to escape. And at the very end of the movie, he's ready to be like, all right, bitches, I'm awake now. You better prepare because I'm going to kill everything. Great design, great voice acting from Andy Serkis. I like the movie very much. I would probably give it about like a 6.5 out of 10, just for utter fairness. But on enjoyment level, I enjoyed the hell out of it. I had a fun time, and Tom Hardy made the movie work. So
that's cool.
And internationally, this is going to do much better than in America. Mm-hmm. So ultimately, this movie is going to be okay budget-wise, and where it's making, it was made on about $120 million. Assume marketing is about another 60. It'll eventually cross the line. It, like Madam Web, once Netflix buys the licensing to it and puts it on Netflix, it's going to make some money that way too. So ultimately, the movie will be fine. It's not going to make bank though. It's not going to run up $1 billion. Previous two never did anyway. So
once fucking Riff Tracks does Madam Web, it'll make some money back.
And then see, Sydney Sweeney can get back to really acting.
Yeah. How are they going to have her be Black Cat? Well, I forgot she was in that movie.
That is a very strong rumor right now. Like, how the hell are you going to do that? Like, they really want her. Apparently, they've made her an offer, but they haven't heard back yet. I want her as Catwoman. God damn it.
That was Felicia Hardy's great-great-grandma. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah.
Felicia Hardy.
Black cat.
I know.
Anyway.
Let's see here. And that's about what I had, Kevin.
I'm still stuck thinking about Felicia Hardy.
Of course you are, Kevin.
Sorry.
You're not sorry, and I'm not sorry either. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in to our 3-year anniversary live stream. Also, my birthday. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. On your way out, please hit the like button down below. And also, when you subscribe to our channel, please hit the little bell notification so you can stay tuned to all of our video content. And we will see you all on the next one.
I'd buy that for $1.